should I say, evening. I watched Six Little Ducklings. I've told you about her before. She's lovely. You should go and check her out. I'll put the link in the description. But she did a video saying why I joined YouTube, and she asked if we'd do one back, basically. I did answer this, I can't remember when, my Q&A for my 100 subscribers anyway, but we've had a lot of new ones, so I thought I'd redo it and maybe go into a bit more depth. Since Q&A you've got to like just quick short answers, so let's get on with it. Why I started YouTube was I wanted memories for Lucy, for when she's passed.
It's actually a new coat as well.
What colour?
Like
Oh, the white ones that tie at the back.
like that.
I'm not talking to myself. Father-in-law thinks I'm weird and I should get locked up for talking to myself. So anyway, get back onto point. I wanted memories about Lucy with her getting older and everything, and then I started doing a vlog for my dad who passed away, because I've got a bit of him on I did a wedding video one as well. I go back and I think things that pop in my head and then I just talk and I don't finish it off. For my dad. Anyway, I did like a montage of all the photos, so, well, not all the photos I've got of him, but some of the photos of him and that, and then I really liked doing it, and so I ended up doing one of my two from my wedding, and then as I started getting a few more subscribers, one asked if I'd like to do more, because it was just like once a month or something when I had enough footage or I thought of something that I wanted memories of, and I thought, okay then, I'll do a weekly vlog. Then it's more often and you're getting to see a bit into my life, as well as I've still got my memories going as well, and I really enjoyed doing it, and I love editing, and it was like a hobby. That's what I can describe it, it's a hobby. It gave me something to do when I'm not working because of my back, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed doing it. So then I started like adding extras in, like the Q&As and hauls and just random stuff, and helped people that was new at it like me, and and it gave me someone to talk to as well. I don't mean like here talking to the camera, I mean in the comments. It made, how can I describe it? I'll start from the beginning, it's going to be easier to like get. I'm not editing none of this out. I want to tell you now, I'm always struggling for words. This is why I ended up doing this, talking to the camera. I've always been really, really shy, and you'd always see me in the corner on my own at any parties. I'd talk to someone if they come up to me, but I'm not a person that would go just talk to people. I'm more of the quiet one that sits and listens to everyone that needs someone to talk to, I just sit and listen, and if they ask for advice, and if I've got any, I give it to them. So that was more me. I mean, when I was younger, I was the life of the party, but that's because I had a drinking problem and nothing bothered me. But when I stopped drinking, that was me, without drink, the real me. So when I met George, and he moved to Blackpool for a year and a half, and I wanted to get away, and I wanted to move up here because it was nicer than Blackpool. There's less to do, but it's more quiet and countryside like, more than the busy Blackpool. So we moved up here 2006, so 10 years just gone past in April. And when we got a house and everything, he was out at a job. I just stayed at home and just did my own thing. I never went out, because that's another thing I didn't like, is I don't like going to town or anything on my own. I need to be with someone because I have anxiety. But I also, since my drinking, I knackered my stomach up, and I used to get really bad pains, and I'd throw up all the time. I'm on tablets now that stops me from being sick, but I'm on them for the rest of my life because they can't find out what's wrong with my stomach. But anyway, we went out one day shopping, just to Asda, get normal shopping and that, and I felt ill and I didn't want to go, but I just pushed myself and I went out. By the time I got to Asda, I started getting really hot and I felt like I was going to faint. So I ended up leaving George and getting a taxi home, and I ended up throwing up and everything, and so my anxiety got worse, and I ended up agoraphobic and not being able to leave the house for 5 years. It was about 5 years with the counselling and everything before I left the house. So half the time I was up here, I never met anyone. And then when we got married in 2010, George invited some of his school friends and that, and one brought his missus, and she was really nice, and we talked for a bit before we went because my stomach was playing up again. So we ended up going home at 9:30 and leaving everyone to just party. So she was really nice, and I think she was called Stephanie, and we got along, and then she added me on Facebook. So we talked and got to know each other a bit more. And since the wedding, I've met her once for coffee, and I'm not exaggerating. I think it was November, last November gone, so 7 months ago. So it took 5 years for me to go out and meet her for a coffee, and it's been 6 months since I did it again. I know, I'm really bad at socialising, but I don't know what it is. I feel like I don't know how to socialise. Like, I've forgotten how to do it. It's like, oh, since I stopped drinking, I've forgotten how to socialise. I don't know how to do it anymore. I don't know how to keep a conversation going. I just end up with sitting in silence, and then I feel awkward because I'm not making conversation. So I don't do it, and I need to get out of that. So when I started this, and I started enjoying it more and talking to more people in the comments, I don't know, it's made me more confident a little bit, if that makes sense. I could talk to anybody over the computer or texting or whatever, and I don't have a problem. It's when I get face to face. So I don't know. I feel more confident than I did when I first started. Not just vlogging, but like in myself, talking to people. I don't know, it's weird to explain. Because thanks to you guys, I feel more happier. I used to be very, very depressed. I'm not going into too much of that. But since I started making videos, I don't spend 2 weeks just lying in bed feeling sorry for myself. It gives me a reason to get up, and I just want to thank you all for that. I know I move my hands a lot when I talk, that's another thing that I'm embarrassed about. It's very annoying for people. Never mind. I think that's it. That's why I continued on to weekly vlogs more than memory videos. Thank you for listening. If you stayed listening that long, thank you to Six Little Ducklings. Go and check her out. And who else has done one? Nina, Teen Tot and Little One. I think I said that right. I always forget it all. It's so long. But I'll put her description in as well. Hers in the description as well, because she's done one. And I'd just like to say thank you all for listening. Bye.